Ciao from NXPadel. Do you know what does it take to create a new mindset, to challenge the traditional and transforming into something extraordinary? We know. We know also that new ideas usually are frightening at first. They goes out of the comfort zone, they don't let you feel safe, it's something different, that's something you're used to. And we know also as NXPadel, because we were able to launch on the market the fiberglass structure, the ComfortGlass, very soon a specific new product, even more revolutionary. So we know that when you bring something new in the market, you gotta be sure and you gotta be safe that your players, your installer, your distributors feel safe using it and playing on it. To do that, we didn't just throw the product in the market and hope to works. We studied all the IPF parameters. We take what the federation asked for and applied to our courts. Also sometimes people with new products and new ideas see some defects where they actually do not exist. Now, let's come with me to see if it's true or it's not on our courts. So now let's see together in practical the IPF parameters applied to our court, mainly on the mesh and on the walls. So first thing first, about the side mesh, I'm reading from the IPF manual, the fence has to be always placed in line with the inner side of the wall. As you can see, it's in the inner side and it's also perfectly flat on the connection with the glass. Second point, always reading from the IPF manual, the fence should be made up of rhomboids or square, simply twisted or soldered, but always with the hole's diagonal measurement no smaller than 5 cm or no larger than 7.08 cm. Now, let's verify. As you can see here, it's about 6.4. Then, recommended thickness of the wire, so the horizontal line, let's say, is between 1.6 and 3 millimeters. It's difficult to measure this one, but let's try. So, this wire it's about like this, 2 millimeters and something. So, also this one perfect in line. Finally, with a maximum of 4 mm and a tension which allows the ball to bounce on it. So, as read it from the official IPF manual, all the parameters are followed in the mesh. Now, third and last point about the technical specification on the fence, always read it from the IPF parameter. It must form a flat and vertical surface and must ensure that the above characteristics are always maintained. Always maintained. Always maintain means that if the side mesh curves, it doesn't maintain the characteristic. With the fiberglass mesh, as you can see, I smash, it curves during the impact, so I do not get hurt, but then straight, flat, to maintain all the technical specification. Now, I didn't want to explain these numbers just because I want to explain the numbers. The reason is that when people ask me, what's the bounce like? I tell them it's random, because it follows exactly the same parameters given by the federation to give the random bounce. So the ball can goes up, can goes down, can go left, can die there, can goes up, whatever, because it follows exactly the parameters given by the federation and the design given by the federation. Now we saw the fence. When it comes to the wall, as always reported by the official manual of the International Padel Federation, the wall may be made of any transparent or opaque material, for example glass, bricks, ComfortGlass, whatever, but always with the correct consistencies and which ensure a uniform bounce of the ball. Consistent and regular. Whatever the material, it must have a uniform surface, uniform, which is hard and completely smooth, and which allows bodily contact or sliding balls. Bodily contact. In case of tempered glass, now this is ComfortGlass, in case of tempered glass, glass courts must comply with the standard for tempered/plates glass. In the European Union, it's the norm EN 12150/1. In other countries, they must follow the local regulation. So once again, you were able to see that all our courts follow and respect the IPF parameters. To discover all the other advantages, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. And as always, experience padel to the fullest.